Great. Let's talk about your Romberg test then. So on Romberg, as you can see from the graph that I exhibited in the last video, 71% were wrong on the internal clock when they were completely sober. And only 43.2% of people who were under the influence of THC failed that portion of the test. On eyelid tremors, 87.1% of the completely sober motorists exhibited that clue, whereas only 84.4% of people that were dosed with THC exhibited that. 35.5% had body tremors, completely sober, and there were body tremors, whereas the people that were under the influence of THC, only 26%. And the only other clue that you can get from modified Romberg is sway. That was 71% for completely sober motorists, and slightly higher for the people that were dosed with THC, 77.9%. Look at those numbers. They don't lie. Same thing with finger to nose. Finger to nose, incorrect sequence. 22.6% of sober people failed that portion of the test, whereas only 19.8% failed that portion of the test if they were dosed. 64.5% used the pad of their fingers instead of the fingertip when they were sober, and 65.6% of the people that were dosed exhibited that, which means that they're basically even there. Completely, like such a statistical minority there or difference. Leaving finger on nose, 22.6%. More sober people failed that aspect of the test than 13.5% of people who are under the influence of THC. 83.9% exhibited eyelid tremors during the finger to nose test, whereas only 83.3%, again, almost the same number, of people who are under the influence of THC exhibited that. Body tremors for sober people, 12.9% versus 29.2%. And sway, 61.3% versus 72.8%. And again, I talked about lack of convergence. That was at 77.4% for completely sober people and 78.1% for people that were dosed with THC. Your A-RIDE tests, your DRE tests, they're nonsense, they're garbage. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you. That was a double-blind study.